time we should...
We can't temper our temptations, guys. Come on, we know how... Look, come on, hear me out. People doing rituals about doing remake drops, announcements, and we're hoping. Like every year, every couple of months, I'm hoping. I'm like, hey, it's about that time, man. We're about to get that 13 drop. Let's go. We're about to get that drop. Hey guys, what's happening? So we're going to be reacting to the Gamers Joint. Square Enix reveals their TGS plans. So let's hope we get something good. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we got.
Back to another one. So Square Enix recently dropped their Tokyo Game Show 2025 lineup. As most of you guys should know, we're not too far away from this now. It begins on September 25th and runs through until September 28th. That means we are 3 weeks away from TGS, the next big gaming event of the year, and obviously the final one will be the Game Awards. I wanted to talk about this today because I know that a lot of people have their sights set on TGS, especially if we're looking in the realm of Kingdom Hearts 4. This is the one that I...
Oh, Kingdom Hearts 4. It's been a long time. I think it's been like, oh gosh, how long has it been? Like 4 years? Since the last drop? What was it? The last TGS or last State of Play where we got Kingdom Hearts? That sort of pre-rendered trailer when he was in like Shibuya or something. Damn, it's been so long. I feel like people are giving up hope at this point. But
feel like a lot of the community, at least for those who have been hopeful that we will receive something this year for Kingdom Hearts 4, that this will be the place where it happens. If you guys have been keeping up with my videos throughout the year talking about Kingdom Hearts' possible appearance throughout 2025, I haven't really been so hopeful about Tokyo Game Show. My personal opinion.
Me too, because a lot of these AAA games, I've noticed they don't really drop on TGS. Like, I normally see them drop a lot, State of Plays and Game Awards, which is, I think, Game Awards is not going to be until like October, November. So the fact that some people might be hopeful to be getting Kingdom Hearts at TGS, I'm not that hopeful, to be honest. And if we don't hear anything this year, I mean, we don't hear anything from TGS, then I don't even know if we're going to hear anything from this year. And let's be honest, like, people are kind of getting cold feet now because it's been 4 years and we haven't heard nothing. So I'm just assuming at this point they either, let's just hope they either got a stacked trailer coming, a proper stacked trailer coming. And if they don't, then I don't know what's going on, man. Especially with Kingdom Hearts fans. Like, these guys ain't eating. We ain't eating at all.
Would be that TGA, the Game Awards, is the more likely spot where I think if Square Enix plan to show trailer number 2 for Kingdom Hearts 4, that's where it will be. That's personally what I'm holding out for. And as I've been saying in many of my videos, if we do not receive a trailer or a substantial update for Kingdom Hearts 4 this year, then something grooky is definitely going on with the Kingdom Hearts dev team. Like, I will genuinely be worried about the current state of development for that game. However, looking at TGS, the lineup is definitely what I was expecting. We've got Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Octopath Traveler 0, Final Fantasy 7 Remake 4.
Okay, I think we got a stacked lineup. Okay, let's have a look now. So we got Dragon Quest, Tactics, Octopath, Integrate. Okay, Integrate's probably the ports. Yeah, it's definitely the ports. Adventure of Elliot, never heard of that. Killer In, Dragon Quest. There's like Dragon Quest 10 and 14. I think there's one more maybe, but damn. I mean, in regards to all of these titles, 100% stacked. I played a bit of Dragon Quest. I played a bit of Dragon Quest 12, like, I think 2 years ago. I didn't get that far, really. It does seem like a good game, but I haven't had time to really play it, to be honest. Tactics. Oh, Tactics. I love Tactics, man. Like, I played it a lot on the PSP. War of the Lions. I played AQ Tactics as well on the DS. Or was it originally on the Game Boy? I want to say DS. DS Lite. I played that, so 100% love that game. Octopath Traveler, I am on part 1. Obviously, I got the game early this year where there was a lot of stacked games this year in terms of like Baldur's Gate. I think 16 came out as well at that time. 16 or Remake Part 2. But yeah, like it came out of a busy when it was a busy time, so I didn't get time to play it much. Integrate, obviously, I enjoyed the Yuffie DLC, so that's probably just the port, of course. These other games are not too familiar. 10, I'll probably be. I'm not that invested in it, so it's probably the ports. 14, oh gosh, I am on Endwalker. I played a lot of it during the lockdown, the sort of COVID arc. I played a lot of it during that time. But yeah, like I haven't had time to really play that much. It's one of those games where you need to be invested in the game, and I do not have that much time to be invested in an MMO. But I really want, at this point, I really want them to be announcing part 3. Like we might get a name confirmed. We might get some information. We might see a bit of more information with Cloud and Sephiroth. Who knows? We'll see. But from what I can see so far, it's looking pretty stacked.
We've got Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Octopath Traveler 0, Final Fantasy 7 Remake for Switch 2, The Adventures of Elliot. Personally, I'm really excited for this one, so it'll be nice to see if we get any updates on that. Killer N is also going to be there, Dragon Quest 10 Online, and obviously Final Fantasy 14. To be honest, that's actually quite a stacked lineup. I was a little bit worried in terms of Square Enix's lineup for TGS this year, but with their recent announcements like bringing forth Final Fantasy Tactics, Octopath Traveler, as well as The Adventures of Elliot, that's obviously added and bulked up their pipeline a little bit, even though right now the only 2026 title for Square is The Adventures of Elliot. Maybe aside from Dragon Quest 1 and 2, and then obviously looking at Final Fantasy 7 Remake on Switch, I'm excited for specifically Tactics, Octopath Traveler, and The Adventures of Elliot. I plan on picking all 3 of these up. For most of these games too, there are also going to be some stage presentations, so there will be some new news for those.
Oh, stage presentations. I definitely can't wait for Tactics. Tactics, I'm assuming they're probably going to do a breakdown of the mechanics, just because it is very kind of in-depth from what I remember on World Alliance. Probably going into the story about the 2 characters. I'm pretty sure it's, is the Chronicles one. They're definitely going to be going into the storyline. They're probably going to talk about the mechanics, what you can do to improve the job system and stuff. 14 is just going to be a killer, like I can imagine. It's going to be crazy. 14, they're probably just going to, kind of talk about maybe the new patch update. There's probably going to be something new in obviously the new series, so that's going to be very exciting. Octopath 0, I'm assuming I'm not too familiar on what they'll probably be showing. But yeah, I mean, I think the only thing was missing is, hey, where's my 13 fans out here? My Final Fantasy 13 fans, is it gonna be this year? No, we're not getting it this year. We're not getting this year, bro. We're not getting it this year.
Specifically Tactics, Octopath Traveler, and The Adventures of Elliot, I plan on picking all 3 of these up. For most of these games too, there are also going to be some stage presentations, so there will be some new news for those specific titles that will be given there. But what most people are paying attention to right now is the fact that Kingdom Hearts isn't present on this lineup. So let me explain this. There is simply no way that Kingdom Hearts was ever going to be on this lineup with where we're currently at in regards to the marketing cycle of Kingdom Hearts 4, because it simply hasn't begun. And if it was a case that Square Enix planned to re-reveal Kingdom Hearts 4 at TGS, it would not be a part of a lineup that is publicly shown weeks out of the event actually happening. I feel like we go through the same...
100%. That's something I 100% agree with. Like, it doesn't make... I don't think they're going to do it like that. I 100% agree with him. I felt like they will build a hype train where, let's say, for example, if it was like... let's say if it was an anniversary. I don't know how many damn anniversaries we've had this year. But let's say if an anniversary comes up, they will probably say, oh, we got a special dedicated stream for Kingdom Hearts. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, okay. Like, are we getting a new game? Like, the new game's going to be talked about? And then they'll be like, oh, maybe, They might be building up that sort of hype. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, you can kind of... It's like you can taste it in the air. When you know, like, there's something dropping, it's like... Especially on X, it's like the pages can't help themselves to kind of say, like, yeah, we'll cook inside. And with Kingdom Hearts, it's kind of like, what? Oh, yeah, we're working on this game. Oh yeah. Take a concept art. Take some concept art. Yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that. But yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, bro.
That Square Enix planned to re-reveal Kingdom Hearts 4 at TGS, it would not be a part of a lineup that is publicly shown weeks out of the event actually happening. I feel like we go through the same revolving cycle every single year whenever TGS comes up. Do know that Square Enix sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes tend to add more titles to their lineup as we approach closer to TGS. Now that's not to say it's going to happen this time around, but let's say that there is an event that happens before TGS, like a Nintendo Direct or a PlayStation State of Play, both of which, by the way, are apparently rumored from a couple of different insiders within the industry in regards to those happening. So let's say that there was another Square Enix title that was revealed at either of those, and there's a chance that once that happens, let's say in a week's time or something like that, then it would be added to the TGS lineup. Now, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade or kill the hype, but what people should understand about TGS is it's really more of a showcase that is dedicated towards providing updates on already announced Japanese titles. Some of the devs and publishers that go to TGS tend to do special showcases while the event is running and step forward and announce things, but typically speaking, and especially if we're looking in Square Enix's direction, they usually only ever use TGS to provide a presentation or further updates on games that have already been revealed. It's not really a place where Square Enix steps forward to reveal new things, and I feel like
100%. Yeah, that's so true. That's the thing with TGS. Like, you kind of go there to kind of like say, oh yeah, this is what's already in the works. We've already gotten the drop, and we've already got the information about something dropping. So I don't know, like, to just assume that there's going to be a massive AAA game from Square, which is going to be addition to what we've seen already, is possible, because obviously we do have confirmation that Kingdom Hearts is in development. So it's not as crazy as, like, yeah, we might get a remake Final Fantasy 13 on TGS, and if we get that, then there we go. But it's like, the chances of we seeing something like a Kingdom Hearts at TGS, a Tokyo Game Show, which it's not niche, but at the same time, I would most likely see that at a State of Play or a Game Awards where, you know, they'll be pulling 100 to 200k live viewers, and that's minus obviously the streamers obviously reacting to it. So, yeah, man.
Provide a presentation or further updates on games that have already been revealed. It's not really a place where Square Enix steps forward to reveal new things. And I feel like even though Kingdom Hearts 4 is a game that has already been revealed, I'm not too sure if they actually would use TGS as the location to re-reveal the game, because that's a pretty big undertaking considering how gargantuous that project is. So because of that, my gut feeling tells me that Square Enix would likely just do a random shadow drop for Kingdom Hearts 4, just, hey, here's trailer number 2, or use an event that, like, the whole world tunes into, like the Game Awards or Summer Games Fest,
100%.
as the place to re-reveal Kingdom Hearts 4. The only reason why I'm saying this is I do want people to temper their expectations when it comes to TGS. I haven't felt confident about it. I think the only time we
can't temper our temptations, guys. Come on, we know how. Look, come on, hear me out. Square Enix fans, Final Fantasy fans, every time there's a showcase going on or there's any sort of like State of Play going on, our tinfoil hats are on. Like, I know you and everyone else who's watching this, we are on Twitter, we're seeing people doing rituals about doing remake drops announcements, and we're hoping. Like, every year, every couple of months, I'm hoping. I'm like, hey, it's about that time, man. We're about to get that 13 drop. Let's go. We're about to get that drop. But yeah, like the sort of dwindling hope. Every time like another title goes through, when you're watching the showcase, I'm just there like, we're not getting it, are we? And then we finally get that bit at the end, you know, that little bit at the end where there's like, is there one more left for a showcase? And they say, oh, before you go, and then it's just another game, and you're just like, bruh. Well, why did I put so much effort into this? It's kind of like gambling. You're just there hoping that you're gonna cash out, and then you're like, nah, man. I'm not catching out today.
The only reason why I'm saying this is I do want people to temper their expectations when it comes to TGS. I haven't felt confident about it. I think the only time we should really ever expect Kingdom Hearts at TGS should be once the marketing and promotional cycle of a Kingdom Hearts game is currently in full effect. Kingdom Hearts certainly has a presence at the Tokyo Game Show, just when we are leading up to the actual launch and release of that said Kingdom Hearts title. It's just that I know whenever we've been talking about like, yo, when do you think Kingdom Hearts 4 will pop up in 2025? The most common answer here is the Tokyo Game Show, which I don't blame people for thinking that because, you know, it's a Japanese-related game show. Naturally, though, I keep going back to the information that was fed to me back in June with the mention that Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't too far off getting another trailer, and so I'm always paying attention to any of these bigger events that pop out throughout the year. I think at this point, any place is viable, but then also understanding what Square Enix use these different events for kind of allows you to sort of temper your expectations a little bit better. Not saying it's impossible, and I would absolutely love to be proved wrong. I'm actually desperately hoping we are proved wrong. It's insane to think that in 2 months' time, it'll be 3.5 years since Kingdom Hearts 4 was first revealed. And we still know pretty much nothing. This is the quietest, this is the driest, and with the cancellation of Missing Link, this is the hardest period of time the Kingdom Hearts franchise has ever gone through. So yeah, we are, we're pretty down desperate for an update. However, guys, that's all from me today.
Yeah, man, shout out to the Gamers Joint. That was a very good video. But yeah, 100%. Kingdom Hearts fans have not been eating for a while, bro. Like, if this was Final Fantasy, I'll be raising up, bro. Let's just be hopeful at this point. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going to get anything related to Kingdom Hearts? Do you think we're going to get any sort of shadow drop before then? Are you guys hoping for TGS or maybe the Game Awards? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, let's just see how it goes, man. Like, catch you later, guys. Peace.